In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of chaotic amateurs.
And welcome back to Chaotic Amateurs, everybody's favorite 5e D&D play podcast. So says I, Bentley Michaels, your host and DM for Season 3. To my left, I have...
Milo is Ren.
Oh, Rhett is Durok Dragonsbane.
Dash is Peleus.
Caleb is Cinder.
And last time, our boys, they started a war. Oh, man. Peleus is blowing up ships, shooting lightning. Peleus really taken to the dragon riding real quickly.
Loving it. We're very
just kicking butt. You knocked a poor captain of a ship straight into the ocean with his guts flying everywhere. He sunk to the bottom. He was eaten by a shark. Epilogue for him. You know, what was it? Breakfast Club. He sunk to the bottom of the ocean, eaten by a shark. That was his freeze frame. Cinder, you took out some ships, laid waste to them. They went into the ocean, and let's see here. Well, everyone died. And
remember when lay waste meant genocide?
Well, on those two ships that fell out of the sky, I mean, they were hundreds of feet in the air. It was a real Peleus situation. He's still got one that's incapacitated that he could show mercy on, or does he just break it in half? Who knows what Cinder will do? Ren giving a very rousing, maybe if you want to, maybe if you don't want to, it's all good speech. And, but you did get 20,109 people or something like that. And those people are listening to you, and they're very curious about your pamphlets that you may have later on if you meet them in the streets as a hero, if you survive. And we only know that if the adventure begins. Nice. We're back up at the top of initiative. Cinder, you are circling a non-moving airship right here. You see 1, 2, 3, 4 sort of starting to converge on you, and they've used their turn to start converging on you. And within one round, they will be at least within firing distance of you. What would you like to do?
Recalling back to good old Peleus and his when in trouble throw a boat at another boat. I am going to...
The classic war tactic.
Yeah. I am going to get behind the boat that I just disabled.
Nice.
On the dragon, of course. And
remember, you already grabbed that one and did a loop-de-loop at one.
Yeah. So this one, I am going to become its sail, and we are going to push it into another boat that's coming at us. Because why not? Right?
Okay.
I mean, if...
So, you're going to get behind it, or what do you want to do? Okay.
Basically, I'm shopping carting.
Oh, you're going to shopping cart?
Just
nice.
Ran it into the other shopping cart.
I would say that as far as the nose goes, it's facing the most northeastern one that's coming at you.
Okay.
Nose to nose. So if you want to do a shopping cart ram in the Sky parking lot.
And I say full speed ahead.
Full speed ahead.
Strength?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, let's do. I know the dragon has a strength, but let's do a dex roll with the dragon for your accuracy to see how good you mash up that ship.
Do you want me to use the same roll?
Yeah.
Okay. 21.
Great. You totally hit that ship.
Yeah.
So what would you like to, in your mind, how do you see this playing out?
I envision it like if the camera's on the side, where it looks like the crash test dummy track.
Okay.
Of, just T-boning one of the other boats.
Sure.
It's turning in. And I want it to penetrate that boat.
Oh, gross. Why did you slow down when you said that word?
Yeah, seriously.
I wanted to penetrate.
I'm just trying to, build the suspense.
This is very suspenseful.
These ships are docking.
Yeah. Everything's lining up perfectly. And so as soon as that nose breaks the seal, I want to fly off the backwards, like a backflip off of a moving thing.
Okay, great.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Roll me your 100.
Ooh.
What'd you get?
61.
Great. So you start pushing the ship right at it, right at another ship. You very accurately, making them crash into each other. You see the little point on the nose. One of them break off first, while yours penetrates the other ship, and you run into it. And now they're just sort of for 61 damage out of a 200 and I think 200 something plus HP ship. You just knock right into it, and now their fronts are stuck together.
Yeah.
And
I like that
if anything, the ship that was coming at you or whatever, that one's now going to have to take an entire turn to sort of like get the choo-choo engine range on it, and then they're going to have to be able to push the other ship, and they've got like they're now
it's like
navigating with the ass of the ship.
I like that.
So you've got two ships stuck together. Is that your only thing that you can do, or
well, no, I would love to,
because you've got multi-attack, right?
Yeah, I'd love to make an approach. I'm gonna let,
and I'm going to say that was like your movement, because you're basically just flying with it in front of you.
Okay, so I'm gonna let them sit with that, and
in their car wreck.
Yeah, and I think I just want to start making my way to another boat.
Okay,
they're not gonna do anything now.
So these two are right on top of each other. This one is a little bit closer. These ones are a little bit closer. So they're all within. We'll say they're all within attacking range of you.
Okay.
And so if you're gonna fly to another one, I'm gonna consider that your action, since you did just push a boat into another boat.
I think I want to position myself right in the middle.
Okay.
Of like equidistant from those three.
Okay.
And what I'm planning on doing is waiting for them to shoot at me, and then I'm gonna fly straight up so they shoot each other. That's
okay. I will say that. Yeah, because they're basically like, forming around these ones. So there's a high percentage of them getting some damage done.
Sweet.
So if you're going to just sort of like sit and hover.
Yeah, I'm going to hover there, and I'm going to say, you wouldn't dare shoot me.
You just scream that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You would not.
You say that, no one hears it but you. And but your dragon leans its head back and shoots some flame up in the air,
kind of
to let them know where they're at. Very Come cool. Get me. And I think that's fair. And Peleus, you've just punted somebody off the deck of a ship. We cut to you.
Everyone on that ship is frightened still.
They're still terrified.
Good. Cool.
They've got pee-pee pants.
That's embarrassing.
Well, since they're all, I think, you know what? We're going to land on the ship now. And I'm going to get off, and Inadril's going to change into Browernick.
Yeah.
Yeah, dope. And we're going to do some damage. I'm going to cast a spell immediately on the people in most immediate vicinity of me. And that will be a Cone of Cold. I will cast. It's a awesome. 60-foot cone. It's a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
So, and you guys, do I still have the dragon stats?
Yep, because you're linked.
What is the spell save? I don't even know what the spell save DC is.
Oh, do they have one?
I don't know if they do.
Is it off of wisdom or?
Well, it would be in
intelligence. Since he's a wizard. So it'd be proficiency. So it'd be 8 plus proficiency bonus plus your intelligence modifier.
Which is the dragon's intelligence.
Yeah, and the dragon probably has a higher proficiency as well. So if it were me, I can tell you what it'd be for me.
For me.
Well, let's see here. So the dragon's intelligence is the exact same.
Oh.
No, it's not. Yeah, it is. We have the same intelligence.
Oh.
We both have. So I think it's
What
just
about
the same.
proficiency, though?
I don't know what their proficiency bonus is.
It looks like it would just be the same as yours. They don't have one listed.
Okay, so then yeah, the spell DC is 16, so you just gotta beat 16.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
I'm going to roll multiple 20s for these dum-dums on the ship. Let's see here. And, okay. Here we go. Some of them are frightened because there's a crit fail, there's an 8, there's a 7, but they're all frightened. Never mind. None of them
Sweet.
beat it. So, gosh darn.
Cool. That's.
I wish I was making this up, but apparently you guys are just kicking everybody's butt. You guys know it's the finale.
Birthday crits.
Yeah.
Birthday crits.
You see that episode title?
I did, yeah.
You're welcome.
Could I get some D8s?
Ooh.
I don't know what those look like. Go ahead.
I did 34 damage.
Wow. Okay. So
So they all take 34 damage. Cold damage.
all right. Tell me what you want to have happen.
They're all immediately. Would they die?
34. No.
Oh, okay. Well, they feel
Aw.
oh, they feel just this like a wind of like ice and blue just go streaming across the deck of the ship, and they all like feel it, and you can see them just like shivering in their armor, and they're. I mean, it's a little chilly out, but because it's like kind of getting
Early
to be
morning.
like morning, but this just like really makes them cold. I made them cold.
Yeah.
They all go below deck and get sweaters
how
on.
does the spell look to you, or how does it visually look for you?
It looks like a stream of ice and snow pouring forth from my staff.
Okay. So you do that, and you sweep it all across the deck, and you hit a vast majority of them, and they are all cold, chilly, and they are not having a good time. And you've definitely taken about half of their life.
Nice.
With your coldness.
Nice.
What else would you like to do?
That's cold.
Do I have more actions?
Well, you've got a dragon that you've turned into a dwarf
Oh, that's true.
fighter.
Sweet. So
Unless
then,
you turned her into Aoth just so you could smooch her.
yeah. So then,
We smooch for the rest of the action.
yeah, and then the rest of the action we do some stuff. So and Browernick, I guess, will just attack then someone
Okay.
in front of her. I mean, I don't know what her attacks are.
She has 4 attacks.
Are you saying that matter of factly or?
Yeah.
Just use the dragon stats.
Okay, yeah.
Her
Yeah.
attacks.
Okay,
That's
fine.
true.
Then I'll
And
just
imagine she has a and use like the same thing for like the slashing, like the claw attacks, and she's got a sword. So just do it like
Okay,
that.
so then
but
I'll just-
she's a dragon.
Cool. I'll just do that then. I'll roll for her, and she has what 3 attacks she can do.
Yeah. She's
Okay.
like Calgrim, man. She's gonna mess some people up.
All right, here we go. First attack on the first guy she sees, and that is 35 to hit.
Well, of course.
Okay, cool.
I don't think with her modifier I don't think she can miss.
That is true.
Oh, yeah.
May as well roll it.
Yeah, because if there's a crit fail,
Yeah, that's pretty much the only. Yeah.
So that's 17 damage,
Great.
and then she's gonna hit him again.
Okay. See, 17, 30.
Natural 20.
Okay, great. So double damage.
I just roll and then double it, right?
We've been rolling double dice lately.
Okay.
I like to think that this one is a bite. She just jumped on some
Yeah.
poor fool and...
And that's gonna be 27 damage.
Okay, so what would you like to have happen? Because
So she runs up to the first guy she sees on the deck, and she slices him at the kneecaps because that's where she can see because she's a dwarf. And then he falls, and he's like, "Oh God!" And then she sticks her sword into his throat, and then her face kind of changes into a dragon, and she bites his face off.
yeah,
that is dark murder.
That's exactly what happens. There's nothing that I could do better than that. That is a wonderful turn. I love it, dude.
So dark.
Okay, great. And that's everything for you, bud?
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
All right.
Massacring this poor boat of people.
Okay, so so we cut to Durok. You've been going through, and you've got to the the quote unquote docking area of this this large underground tunnel of Versberg. Weirdly enough, not dissimilar to the pirate sanctuary, in the sort of backlit doorway area, with some fire sconces, you see a little welcoming party for you. And you see some old people that you might...
senior citizens.
Old people. They said their best as an insult to you. We fight age with age. No, some old friends that you might sort of recognize.
Oh, good.
And you see dwarves, but they remind you very much of the undead zombie-ish dwarves that were at your grandfather's, great-grandfather's mausoleum. The Dorgar, the underground. They're pale. They're white-bearded,
Ghostly.
holding hammers.
Red beady eyes.
Yep. Holding hammers, holding swords, and different things. And Durok, in the dim light, do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay. So you see a bunch of those guys.
Yep.
Okay. And in the darkness, you see a character that's probably about a foot taller, in the 6 foot range, wearing a cloak and a hood. Holding a very large hammer across his body, and in a not dissimilar, like the voice is just a little bit off, and it sounds kind of mucked with and undead. Roll a perception check.
Oh, God. It's a 6.
Then you just hear a voice that, for some reason, you can't place it in your head yet, as you're sort of, parking your boat. It just says, "Welcome, Durok. So lovely to see you again."
Oh, no. It's Baramis.
Baramis is a dwarf. This is not a dwarf.
Oh.
This is someone that's over 6 feet tall.
Okay. Then what I say to him is,
I'm glad you brought the dead. It'll save me a few steps.
Oh, Durok. Always so cavalier with your
"Oh, it's Yamhorn!"
bulgurums and your jumping.
As soon as he said hammer and cloak and 6 foot, I was like, oh, hell no. Oh, no.
Is that you, Yamhorn?
So wonderful to see you again, Durok.
I think you're standing on the wrong side. Why don't you leave those losers and come with me on the boat?
Ditch the zeros and get with the hero, huh?
Always. It's the best strategy for you.
So you want me to get on the boat that we're going to have to get off because you want to get by me?
Yeah, I guess I added a few steps in there.
Well,
I mean, you can wait right there and I'll come down, but then you'll want to stand on our side of the line away from them.
I get it. And I'm not moving, and the only way through this door is through me.
That's unfortunate. I don't really think you're actually Yamhorn. I think you're a pale loser.
And he pulls his hood back, and you see a bald, very scarred head and face. and what you see is a more Durgar looking in skin tone from the picture, but you do see finally lit up by sconces a very Voldemort-esque looking Yamhorn Daril.
I've been looking forward to this for too long.
Durok just gets way more excited. Like, oh, this is the best part.
And he's just standing there.
All right. So, I don't even look at my team. Oh, I guess I got to get off the boat. Have I got off the boat and stuff?
Have you?
Yeah, I feel like I'm standing on the shore.
Okay. You get off the boat and you want to walk up to him?
Yeah, sure.
It's an awkwardly long.
I'll say that
walk from the boat.
I'll say this: you talk trash the entire time you were walking. So now you're me to you with a movement and action. You guys can start a fight if you want.
Yeah.
So what's this gonna be, old buddy? Am I gonna have to cut my way through you guys?
It's the only way you're getting by me.
That's unfortunate. Well, so be it. I haven't time to spare.
And I draw my sword and shield. I don't even look at my allies. I hope they're behind me, though.
Yeah. Let's do a roll off for see who goes. Farts.
The spirit of Yamhorn.
15.
Definitely Spirit of Yamhorn. I got a 4. Okay, you're first, bud, so you get to make an attack against your old pal Yamhorn Daril.
How many Durgar are there?
It seems that it's evenly matched. So you're so immediately the Durgar engage your team and they're fighting in the background while you and Yamhorn are, fighting each other.
Doing a one-on-one.
All right, fair enough. All right, I guess I'll just whoop his ass then.
Okay.
No big deal. That is a 22 to hit.
Let me check. Ooh. Yeah, just barely though.
Oh, dang,
wow.
Dude, Yamhorn leveled up or something.
Oh, I leveled him up.
Does he still have the shield of Nearsis?
He does not. It disappeared.
Okay.
This is not the Yamhorn that
That we all know and love.
this
Right,
is
guys?
the Yamhorn that escaped from the trunk and was taken and captured.
Oh, that sucks.
Which is why he disappeared in your guys' timeline.
Oh, that sucks.
Because he won the roll off with Durok, and Durok didn't pee his pants to be like. He put Durok to sleep, and then got out of the trunk, and then somebody recognized him and captured him, and essentially
Brainwash.
mutated him and killed him and made him into this undead sort of servant.
So he's unsavable.
You just know that he looks like the Durgar dwarves that you've seen before.
Well, if you could not take apart its limbs and stuff, that would be cool.
Cut his head off.
He's undead.
Dude.
I'll just cut off all of his limbs and I'll bring him to you in a bag. So 18 damage for the first attack.
Great.
That's got to be a miss then. 15 to hit.
You miss.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and expend a superiority die to add precision.
Okay.
So 15. So that makes it a 22.
Hit him.
Okay.
Great.
9 damage to hit. 9 damage.
Okay, and you did 18 the first time?
Yeah. So 27 damage.
20. That's still a lot.
Yeah, it's still a lot of damage. I don't know why you're like, ugh, only 27 damage.
Only 27 against my old friend. God, I don't.
Oh, I just really wanted to show him up in the first round.
Well, he hasn't attacked you yet, so you may have.
Okay. Fair enough. All right.
Let me. So, describe to me, what do you want to have happen? How you want your they both hit, all that sort of stuff. So tell me how you want your attacks to.
So the first attack, I go for a full blown power attack. I do maximum damage. Whoosh! I just come down, and before he can even lift his hammer up, I've struck a blow to him.
Great.
And now the other one, the reason why it was a little weaker is because I go around to feint.
Okay.
And he goes to lift his hammer to block, and I whip around and whoosh, and I feel like that's what my superiority die was. It was just like a little feint, whip it around and get him, but it was a little weaker. So yeah, that's what I do.
Okay. That's great. And so that's exactly what happens. And let's see, I'm sorry, I'm doing math here.
It's okay. That wasn't math, though.
Oh, I'm going to fart in your mouth. All right, so
Okay.
And so that's exactly what you do, and he, he's definitely taken aback. He may have been, training with the wrong dwarves. These are. He never really fought with you, and he never seemed to, and so like he's not used to you, and he actually sort of like you see a brief flicker in his eyes of like, oh, this is why he's always like, I'll just kill everybody.
Yeah.
But
Undeath has done nothing for your reflexes, Yamhorn.
But Durok dice. Here we go. He's going to attack you with his hammer. Natural 20. So
Technically meets.
technically, natural 20 to hit. So he's going to do double damage. He's going to attack you with his big ol' hammer.
He's never rolled a crit with his hammer in his life. What is this garbage?
Leveled up Yamhorn.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this is level 12 Yamhorn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Killing level 12.
Yeah. He's
even that more sweet. Caleb's over here like, what the hell?
I really want to.
He's like, how does this guy play Yamhorn better than me in 5 minutes?
I want to swing.
Just kidding. Okay, so 2d8 for old Rhett Weissenfels there. Let's see here. So that's 8, 16 plus 22 plus 3. So it's 19 for 19, and then 6 for 19, 13. So math.
A bunch of fart damage.
32 points of damage.
Total?
Yeah. 19 and 13, right? So that's 10, 29, 30. Yeah. 13 points of damage. So he's gonna he takes your and then he just kind of like he sees like, and then his brow sort of furrows and his scars illuminate in the sconces or whatever, and he comes right at you and he hits you right in the gut with the butt end of his hammer to sort of like knock you back, and then takes it almost like a bow staff and just side clocks you right across the side of the head, and does 32 points of damage on you.
Yeah. I took the blows on purpose to better gauge his strength.
Sure.
And develop a little bit of rage going on.
All part of the strategy.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's Durok's strategy.
Durok's strategy.
And
it's like Homer Simpson boxing Mike Tyson.
Yeah. And as Durok is strategizing, we cut to Ren, who has just given a speech, and up above you see some ships explode, you see some stuff happening, you're like, oh, that's probably Cinder, and you see ships run into each other, they're docking each other now, and what are you doing, bud?
I'm gonna start flying back towards the battle, and
in the sky.
Yeah, get contact Nearsis and tell him that I'm on my way back.
Oh, you're going back towards the gates.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I want to make sure that I assist the soldiers entering the city now.
Okay, great.
Unless I see anything on that like banister or what is that called? Like the deck thing?
Sure. Yeah, I know what you're
Unless I see anything up there.
No.
Okay.
It just looks normal, like the last time you were there.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. So you're flying back, and as you're flying back, you start to see, as you jump out, you sort of jump off the deck and start to fly forward, and you now start to see an army below you coming from within the mountain, going forwards towards your towards the gates, because an alarm, they heard your voice, but then also a distress alarm, a flare, whatever, was shot from the front gates, and there's a dragon roar as it broke the Jurassic Park gates and everything. So, and then everything going on in the sky, everything out in the sea. They know they are under attack. So, Ren, you will soon be generaling this army, on your dragon with your old pal Edwin. He's very excited to be in a war with you. And so I'm just going to say, because we were with Durok for so long, we go 2 rounds with Ren. You get to your dragon. They're moving forward. They're already in the city. What would you like to do? You're with your dragon.
Yeah, this fear thing is just way too good. I want to try to frighten the people in the front of the line.
Okay.
A 23 to save. Oh, 19 to save, sorry. Wisdom.
Okay, so we will, let's just fast forward it. Who cares? We're going to fast forward it. You guys, lines are meeting, people. Lines are meeting. And I'm going to say that half of the army saves. So you see a very large, sort of a ground force coming at you. And then, what would you like Nearsis to do to scare them?
Just throw his wings up and just scream like the most piercing kind of scream in their general direction.
Okay. That's exactly what happens. He gives a big ol' dragon roar, and he is very, he's very scary, and lets off a little fire, show him what's up. What color would you like his fire to be? It doesn't matter to me.
Oh, it's got to be like dark purple.
Okay.
Yeah, black dragon with dark purple fire.
Cool. So we'll do like a Mace Windu lightsaber sort of thing, where it's like hotter and and it just gets darker as it goes out. So he does a little back and forth, gives a little thing, and that scares half of the people, and you just see this full force like coming towards you, and then you just see like half of them just all of a sudden go zzz, and they turn around and they start running back inside. They're like, "We'll be back with reinforcements or something." I don't know. And Ren, you are now in control. Are you back on Nearsis?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to use his legendary action.
Do it.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
It's a wing attack.
Oh, sweet.
So he goes. He's up there frightening them all. Throwing out all kinds of cool fire.
People are running everywhere. He's throwing out his purple fire,
and he's going to beat his wings twice in the direction of the people directly in front of him, 15 foot. They need to make a DC 23 dexterity saving throw.
All right. Oh, man. And get my red dice in there. Okay. Let's see here. A DC 23. We've got... I'm just going to say nope.
Nope. Oh, it's like the lowest possible damage. It's 10 damage, but they're all knocked prone.
Okay, so I'm going to say the whole front part of the line or whatever, the first wave, hundreds of folks are coming right at you. You give a couple big old beats with you and Nearsis, and just a shockwave hits, and it's like you just see the front line just go. It's like they all tripped over their own shoelaces, and they just go poof, face down, and you've taken out the front 2 lines. We'll say there's a couple more lines behind them, and what seems to be a weird 2 or 3 lines running away into the back, throwing up deuces as they do it. Awesome. You feel good?
Yeah, no, I feel real good.
Great. All right, we cut back up to Cinder, who's in the sky. He's just docked 2 ships. And you've set yourself up in the middle of all of these ships.
Yeah.
What's going on, bud?
I'm waiting for them to take aim and shoot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And then I move.
So you're just going to sort of like stand there?
Yeah.
And then you're going to fly up and then shoot each other?
All right. So there's 3 ships. 2 are docked. All right. Let's roll some intelligence for these dum-dums to see if they get what you're doing. 3 ships. Cool. 1 ship does.
One ship is onto me. Like they.
One ship is onto you. The other one's got a 6 and an 8, so they don't know anything. They're stupid, and so I'm going to say. So you're right here in the center. Old Cinder. You're right here in the center, and let's see here. Let me just roll a d4 to see. Yep. 1. Okay, so the one that recognizes you is this one.
Okay.
The one to the southwest of you, and he figures it out. However, southeast and northeast do not, and they are going to fire as per your plan, Cinder. Fire, and a 21, and so a 13. So a 21. The northeast one is 21. Southeast is 13. Just roll me a simple acrobatics check. You and your dragon against the 21. Because I'm sure you'll beat the 13.
Dragons do not have very high decks.
Yeah. 17 total.
Oh, darn. Okay. Okay, so this ship from the northeast hits you. Pull my cannons. The one from the southeast totally whiffs it and just... totally whiffs it. Does not hit you at all.
So I have a question
Yes.
about that. Would the role you had me do, the acrobatics, would you consider it a saving throw?
You had to get out of the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use my legendary resistance. If the dragon fails a saving throw, it can choose to succeed instead.
Okay.
Jaxus has that too.
Yeah.
They can do it like 3 times.
I get it three per day, so why not?
Okay, make sure you mark that off in your notes or whatever, so when we play next time, you know that you've used one of your legendary actions. Okay, so it's like you're with Nearsis, or you're with the golden Sitset, Lady of the Yellow, and you're on her, and you're like, we should move, and she's like, what? Oh, right. And then at the last second, zoosh, and you want to go up, you want to go down, what do you want to do?
I said I was going to go up, but I think instead I'm going to drop.
Okay. So she just like brings in her wings, like she's going to hug herself, and you just go, and then she gives a plume, and you are underneath them. Is there anything else you can do, or?
So if you'll count that basically as movement, because they were the ones doing all the attacking there.
Yep.
I would like to get under the Smarty Pants boat that knew what I was doing, and I want to essentially just do
kitty claws.
Yeah, kitty claws on the bottom of it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just start trying to tear it apart from below.
Great, do that.
So claw attack, boom, boom, boom. Dang it, 18.
Yeah, against the ship. Yeah. They don't have a big armor class.
Sweet. What was it? Okay. 17. Damage.
Great. 17 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to say that like you drop down, zoom, and then immediately deploy, and you almost like use the motion or the gravity, and as you know the air with your wings, where it lifts you like right back up, and you come up underneath, and I'm going to say that you're inverted, so you're like upside down.
Yeah, that's what.
And all of your claws are in it.
Yep.
And you rip out a small portion with your front claws while using your back claws to stay on.
Cool.
And you're upside down.
That's
and
what I
you've
want.
torn a small hole in the ship. A few things fall out, plummeting to the ground. We'll say their flour supply.
Oh no.
I know. They won't be able to make bread now.
Yeah. Create water, and we'll make a real. We'll get some dough.
Get some dough going.
Yeah,
Hit it with some flame.
And we got Würzburg pizza.
Yeah. Anybody want some naan?
All right. You good?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, we cut to Peleus.
Yeah.
Peleus, you and Browernick, basically, she just face changed and ripped a guy's face off with her dragon mouth.
Yeah.
And you've got some other people around you. She will communicate to you telepathically. We could take out everybody on this ship, or we could try to take out more ships. In the background, you sort of start to see, and hear your ships firing on other ships. She's like, but it's up to you. She's like, it's up to you, my rider.
I'm gonna hop on her back, and we're gonna fly to another ship.
Okay.
Hop on Brower.
So,
and then I go Browernick, and Browernick grows wings.
So, with your guys' mental link, I'm going to say that you guys like start to run to the side of the ship, and she jumps out and starts to change, and you jump out, and so you get like right on.
For a brief moment, it's a half elf riding a dwarf.
100%.
And then
yeah, if there was a slow motion, there's those 2 frames of you like sitting on her shoulders right before she pops into dragon mode. And you will carry those memories with you for the rest of your life.
Oh, of course.
He's gonna try and get Durok to let him give him a piggyback ride.
We're gonna fly over to some of the ships that are engaged with our armada. And I want to see if Inadrill. I want Inadrill to shoot her lightning breath at one ship.
Okay, great.
While I, Peleus, shoot fireball at another ship.
Awesome.
Hit 2 at once.
Heck yeah.
So
we'll call that like your dragon multi-attack.
Yeah, and Inadrill will go first.
Okay.
27 to hit.
Yeah, of course. Ships are like what is it? It's like a 15. It's a
10-foot wide, 100-foot line, whatever.
Yeah.
And
classic pirate ship. It's shooting stuff at your boys.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta roll 16d10. It's a
and it's not a big deal.
It's a dex saving throw for anyone in the way. DC 23.
Do you want to use an app?
Might be easier, yeah.
Yeah. How many?
16 d10s.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
16D.
I would say 10% of the people save against you on this ship. Everybody else is toast. So if there's 70 people...
75.
7 people save.
75 damage for the ones who...
They're all dead.
Sweet.
They all blow up just like last time. They all just pop like popcorn and disappear.
And then Peleus is going to shoot fireball at another ship.
Great.
So it's I got to find the... okay, here we go. So, fantastic. Dex saving throw. Do I get... No, it would still be my DC, because remember, we couldn't find her.
It was
so,
the same,
DC, you got to be Dex saving throw DC 16.
Okay.
It's a 20-foot radius on the deck of this ship.
Okay.
However many people I can get.
Nope. Why do I suck at rolling when it's...
Yeah, can you channel that back into Yomhorn, please?
I
really don't want to take another 32 damage.
I'm using Yomhorn dice. I'm using my old Yomhorn dice.
Okay, cool. So 8d6 for those who failed and half as much for those who saved.
Okay.
So 26 damage.
Woo!
And so like half that for those who saved.
Okay. And it's fire damage?
Yeah, it's a fireball. 20-foot radius.
Okay, so you shoot the fireball at the ship. Tell me what you want to have happen.
Yeah, I just point my finger while Inandrill's just messing up this other one, and I'm like, yeah, suck my fireball. And I aim it at the captain of the ship who's like steering it, giving orders, and anyone around him. And then it just hits, and then they ignite.
Okay. So that's exactly what happens, and this captain is now on fire, and he's like holding on to the helm or whatever, like, and you just see him like flailing his arms all around, like when people are set on fire in TV and movies and stuff, and you hit you hit a a small percentage of the people around him. Some have little fires on them and they're trying to pat him out. Some of them are definitely like more fully engorged in flame, and they are going to be taking continuous damage. And I'm gonna even say you hit a little bit of one of the sails, and it's got a little ember going.
Nice. Yeah.
So you've laid waste yet again to 2 ships. Their armada is starting to look quickly. In about 5 minutes, you guys have really made a dent in like their capabilities.
Nice.
Great. So Palish, you good?
Yeah.
All right. We cut back to Durok, who just got clocked in the side of the head on purpose, of course, with his hammer. Naturally. And Yamhorn looks at you and just says, "Oh, still haven't learned how to block, huh?"
You fell right into my trap.
And then I swing on him.
Yeah, do it.
28.
Yep.
Jeez. What's your plus?
He's got a +3.
Jeez.
The sword gives him a +3 than whatever his level 10 gives him.
Use my savage attack. So damage would be 13.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack again. Whoop, that didn't count. Although it should have. I better just do that because I won't hit. $23 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. $18 damage.
Okay.
And then I think I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay.
I mean, I gotta end. Like, I can't take that much damage again.
Okay.
So. Yeah, so I'm just gonna use my. I'm gonna use my action surge, and I'm just gonna attack him again.
Great.
22.
Yeah.
Barely. Okay, roll him again. $15.
Okay.
And I will do my final attack.
Gosh.
24.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was a 24 to hit. I'm going to roll my damage. Or here, I'm going to actually roll to disarm him. So he has to make a strength save.
Okay.
Which will be
a 20.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So, yeah, he saved.
Not natural.
And that'll be 15 damage, although I get to add that to my damage, which will be... Sorry, guys.
You're good.
Which will be 23 damage on that final attack.
Okay. So you have 4 attacks on him.
Yeah.
The first 2 hit.
Yeah.
The third one misses. The fourth one hits. Tell me how you would like to have it happen.
Okay, so right as Yamhorn opens up his mouth and he's just like...
Talking trash.
He's like, you haven't learned how to dodge. And I say, you fell right into my trap.
And then I just come back around on him. Whoosh, backhand attack, swing on him.
Great. You slice him.
Yeah, I slice him right across wherever. And then I come back in quick with sort of a thrust. I try to graze him and then I kind of slash him again.
Okay.
And then I just come back in with a final overarching... So I'll say like my lunge sort of like missed him. That'll be like my miss attack, and then I slash him. And
well, you've only done 3 so far.
Oh.
So your third one is the one that misses. Your second one hits.
Okay, fine. So I come down on him.
I'll take it. Ready? Here we go. So, Durok, you've fallen right into my trap. and you come with a backhand, and you smile with a little bit of blood pouring out of your teeth after you just got hit in the freaking face with his big old hammer.
Yeah, I've got a
and
big
his eyes just sort of like his eyebrows go up a little bit. You come back up almost like you're drawing your sword out over the other side and slice him. He goes back. You then slice him across both of his thighs using what your wide swiper attack thing. So both of his front of his legs are bleeding. He then you go to stick him right through the gut because that's going to be the finishing move. But he sort of stumbles because like his muscles and his legs are messed up, so he kind of like arcs to the side, and you just barely miss him. You cut through his clothes, but you bring it back, and almost like if you're pedaling backwards on a bike, you bring your arm back and then go right up through his chin,
Nice.
out through the top of his head, and as you see, his eyes sort of go glossy and his eyebrows up higher. I'm going to say this, and you can add whatever. I hear Durok saying, "You're about as good as the real Yamo." But you can say whatever you want. That's what I thought.
Poor Caleb.
I say. Actually, I go for a more redeeming thing.
Yeah.
I say,
The real Yamorn wouldn't have fallen into that trap.
and then I just like twist the sword at the final thing.
Great. You do that, and then you pull it out, and he falls over. You deaded him into the negative 14 HP.
Wow. It did cost me almost everything.
He was at 57 hit points, and then you did almost 70 points of damage on him.
Jeez.
I don't have much left though, so I was gonna draw it out, but like he hit me pretty hard, and I was thinking like I could take maybe another round.
I really wanted one more round on you. I really did. I wanted to give him a little bit, and so as you look around, as your undead compatriot falls to the ground, and I will say you do a quick warriors. You put his hands across his chest or whatever with his hammer and close his eyes because you do respect your old pal. He just got zombieified or whatever. You look around, and Ilden's looking right at you. He's like, "Are you done, or can we move on?"
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I slowing you down?
And you notice that everybody else has been dispatched, and he's just like wiping blood off of his blade.
Okay, I'm sorry. 2 rounds, 12 seconds, Ilden. I'm pretty sure this guy was stronger than all of your guys.
And we cut to Red.
So
riding on a dragon, having just like power waved the whole front line. You still got some people. Your warriors are dashing out towards them. They're dashing out towards it's just like every war scene ever. They're about to collide and hit and fight.
yeah, so I'm gonna have Nearsis fly down, land on the ground in front of the.
Oh, I thought you were on the ground already.
I was just above the ground, flapping
Gotcha.
the wings. Land in front of them, and I'm going to use Nearsis's acid breath. It's a 90-foot long, 10-foot wide acid breath attack.
Cool.
They need to make a DC, I believe it's 23 dex saving throw.
Nice.
22.
Cool. Not even with ads, because my dice are 2, 3, 5, and 8. So not even going to be close.
Okay, I use the app, and it's 81 acid damage.
You kill that many people. Roll me a D100. We'll say there's 500. There's 500 folks fighting on each side for easy math.
It's going to be 82.
Great. You just bore a hole with your acid breath. He just whoosh, and you just see right in the middle, you just see a little half circle form as all these people just melt, and like certain people near the edges, like their armor's kind of melting in different stuff.
Oh, God.
Sorry. You didn't run away, so I had to do that. And I start casting Spare the Dying within 30 feet of me. Just maybe try to save some of them.
Oh, good Lord, my arm. How am I going to care for my family now?
And I'll see if it recharges. It does not recharge.
Okay. Anything else you can do?
That would be a turn, basically.
Okay. And with that, with Ren melting people, that's where we leave it this week, folks.
Feeling real guilty about it.
You're sending them to Ulagan.
I just killed one of my best friends.
I'll
come.
Save it for Patreon. So for Chaotic Amateurs, I've been Bentley Michaels, your host and DM for Season 3. To my right, I have
Caleb is Cinder Darkloft.
Dash is Peleus.
Rhett is Durok Dragonsbane.
Milo is Ren.
thank you for joining us around our proverbial podcast table. Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.